Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for Hunter.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins at power forward with Len at center. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. And it's Young in at point guard. And for the Mavericks, inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Smitty, we're past the trade deadline, and for the players who thought they'd be gone, they didn't move. How do they mentally handle all that now and prepare for the rest of the season?
Kevin, I've been on teams where guys were just excited. I didn't get a chance to get traded. You see their game and mental go to the next level. Then you have the guys you play with and say, they tried to trade me, and that lingers and lingers on in your locker room until the season is over.
It's tough to forget, isn't it?
Tough to forget for some guys.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Herter. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Collins kicks to Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Hunter, the pass to Young. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Took him no time at all on that one.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Now, here's Hunter. He's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
2 on the clock. Young's shot is off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play. The one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trae Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
J.J. Barea is checked in for the Mavericks. Collins passes to Herter. Pass to Len. Got a hand on it. Doncic left side. Barea. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And Steve, the Hawks not only identify talent, they identify guys who will excel in their established system.
And that system is finding value with shooters. They also look for guys who bring the energy and also bring the effort. The size of the player isn't as important as the heart.
Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Rockets in Houston. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Young against Doncic. Mavericks with the rebound.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
That one good for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Atlanta with the ball. trailing by 10. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
You know what? Every win counts in this league, and both of these teams want every victory they can get.
And it wasn't until midway through John Collins' second season at Wake Forest, Smitty, that he really jumps onto the NBA scouts' radars.
You're right. A 19-year-old sophomore, what he did, he led the nation in player efficiency rating. The production undeniable then and now.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Curry attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head coach. He said to win this game, it's all about how we handle Luka Doncic. We'll have to be on our toes defensively. Kevin, we'll see if they're able to slow down the Slovenian sensation.
Thank you, David. First one falls for him. And when he was drafted, there were questions, Smitty, about John Collins' best position. At 6'10", what do you think? Better as a 4 or a 5?
And you know what, Kevin? A lot of people called him a tweener. The way he's developed now, it's positional versatility. Whichever spot he plays, he's holding his own.
It's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Livingston. Down low. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Livingston.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now, here's Rubio. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
What you get with Rubio, good size for a guard, terrific playmaker, and trying to become a better scorer.
Dallas making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Chandler Parsons comes in for John Collins. And it's Alan Crabb in for Sean Livingston. They grab their own miss. Parker kicks to Rubio. Atlanta again missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Wright. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Rubio looking around. Floats one up. Kleba with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Ricky Rubio is out there with Alan Crabb. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Jabari Parker. And it's Parsons in at the 4 slot. Clock at 4. Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Dallas. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way. Jackson against Rubio, and the pass to Reddish.
That one's not going to go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks to right. Dallas moving it around. Here's Kleba, covered by Parker. Brokoff's shot is off. Takes the 13-footer, drained for 2 points.
Timeout. Changing gears, mixing up the pace. This is where Rubio shines.
And Dallas calls their first timeout of the game. Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full-court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level, and I think also your five-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys and pick on one guy who's not equipped.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Luka Doncic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Curry's checked in for Ryan Brokoff. And Barea subbed in for Wright. Here's Jackson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And Smitty, the city of Atlanta, as you know, has really embraced Trae Young.
Kevin, they call him Ice Trae. The franchise handed him the keys, and he's running with it. In his rookie season, a rough start shooting the ball for Trae Young. He came on down the stretch in a big way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Parsons, and it's Livingston in for Kevin Huerter.
Some players drift in and out of the action. Trae, he's always right in the middle of things.
And some new records for Trae Young, the first rookie in NBA history with over 45 points and 15 assists in a game.
Kevin, also the fourth rookie since the merger to post 3 consecutive 35 points games. The others, Bernard King, Michael Jordan, and Allen Iverson. That's the company you want to be in.
Porzingis with the steal. With the block. And here's Livingston, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Young taking his time here. Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 6 points.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
And the second chance effort by Jackson. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Young with the ball. He's got 6. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And good that time. 6 points for Porzingis.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Young against Barea. Young passes to Collins. Now Hunter. Back to Collins. Young from outside. Rebounded by Jackson.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And Doncic, here we go. And that one is good.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Now Young. 23 points his last outing. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Doncic, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Parker outside. Can't hit that one. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas... And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Shots good from Young.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Len passes to Young. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Herter. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And the Mavericks call time here.
The 19th pick in 2018 out of Maryland, Kevin Herter with the positional size and skill to adapt well to the NBA game.
Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Left side, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Plays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And with that skill up, Herter's a triple threat offensively.
Not just a standstill shooter, he can function as a secondary ball handler, creating for himself and others.
Bucket is good. 12 points for Porzingis.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Collins up top. From outside the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
Well, you look at Porzingis sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year it seems we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. may have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my era shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a 4-point line.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft: DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
And that one, good.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
Here's Porzingis. Parsons with the rebound. And so it's Parsons with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Pass to Huerter. Unloads from 13. Collins kicks to Parsons. It's deflected. They retain possession. And it's good for 2. Collins has got 8 points. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And it's in there.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Bounce pass Young. Shoots from 14. Mavericks with the rebound.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Brunson, no good. And here comes Parsons, leading the fast break. Young from outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Hawks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Jabari Parker. Crabbe is out there with Livingston. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Passes it to Porzingis. Parker with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Reddish. And the layup's good off the glass. Reddish has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hawks. Right, the pass to Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jabari Parker. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Fernando. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, You have to compete at all times.
Here's Reddish. Count the basket.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Outside, Porzingis. Over Parker. Here's Lee. It's deflected. Livingston kicks to Reddish. No good with the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's Lee, that time on the assist by Porzingis.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fernando. Here's Parker. Plays it up off the glass. Parker's got his first points of the game.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Kleba with the bucket.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
To the left side wing. Parker passes to Fernando. Parker inside. He's against Porzingis. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Seth Curry comes in for DeLon Wright.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Kleba with the rebound. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, the boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. Good on the bucket. Parsons got his first basket of the night.
Getting points any way he can. Parsons can surprise you on the offensive glass.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The first free throw is good. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And both free throws good for Barea. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Huerter. There's Crabbe with a 3. That one doesn't go. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Dallas.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Here's Lee. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
That free throw, no good.
Chandler Parsons gives you a little bit of everything. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, he can pass it. A very versatile player.
And he sinks the second. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Shot from free throw range, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The free throw drops for Jackson. Both free throws good from Jackson. Parsons outside. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home.